Good morning. I'm Andy Myers at Weiss Research.
I'm Jen Amos, and this is your morning market alert for Tuesday, May 10th. U.S. stocks are set to build on yesterday's gains as investors focus on economic data from China and a deal involving one of the biggest names in the technology industry. China reported a trade surplus of $11.4 billion in April, much bigger than expected. That's up sharply from last April's $1.7 billion surplus and just $139 million in March. China's exports grew by 30%, while imports were up about 22%. Traders are also digesting data on U.S. import and export prices this morning, and we'll bring you all those numbers after the opening bell.
The news of China's trade surplus is giving some support to commodities and mining stocks around the world and boosting overall risk appetite. Right now, silver is leading the rebound, rising another 3% today to back above $38 an ounce, after falling nearly 30% last week. Gold is also on the rise, now trading at around $1,515 an ounce. But oil prices are declining to about $102 a barrel after a big jump yesterday. Following that rally, exchange operator CME Group raised the margin requirements for a wide variety of crude oil contracts, the third such increase this year.
A major acquisition has all eyes fixed on the technology sector. Microsoft has confirmed that it's buying internet phone company Skype Technologies for $8.5 billion in cash. Skype was originally acquired by eBay in 2005, but the online auction site was criticized for not having a clear strategy for the service. Then, in 2009, eBay sold a majority stake in Skype to a group of private investors, including Silver Lake Partners. Shares of eBay are jumping 5% right now, but Microsoft is modestly lower in the pre-market. In other M&A news, Community Health Systems withdrew its $3.5 billion bid for Tenet Healthcare. Community originally offered $6 a share for Tenet 5 months ago, but then sweetened the bid to $7.25 a share last week. But Tenet said the offer is still too low.
Finishing up with one big stock mover this morning, Dean Foods is jumping more than 10% after it released its first quarter numbers. Profit at the biggest U.S. dairy producer dropped 41% as costs rose, but that was better than analysts expected. Meanwhile, sales rose 3%, and Dean Foods boosted its earnings forecast for the current quarter and full year above estimates. Wendy's Arby's is also out with earnings, and after the closing bell, we'll hear from Walt Disney. That's the latest from Weiss Research. We'll be back after the opening bell with all the economic data and market reaction.